So, good day YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. We're sitting here in the backyard. We have Boris the Boxer on one side of me. We have Helga the Mutt on the other. And me. Where did Helga come from? Well, apparently somebody in my family took me saying I was going to get Boris a friend in a few months as me wanting another dog right away, and shipped me a dog from Ottawa. She ain't what they told that family member she is. There's no way she has the breeds in her that they said, especially with her size. Because she ain't all that big. She ain't a 9-week-old Mastiff crossed with a black shepherd, that's for sure. Here she is. She has a tiny little nose. She has she ain't what they said she is. So yeah, I don't know where to start with this, to be honest with you. I was going to maybe, you know what? Here's what I'll say. Okay, today we'll talk about what's going on right now. But for any of you that actually are interested in this and want me to continue doing this, because like I said, I do think well, especially with some of the other stuff I'm doing, I do think that I'm going to start making mental health a stronger part of my curriculum. I mean, I do a lot of children's charity things, but I think mental health is going to be a lot stronger of my part. So when we actually start talking about my past and everything, should I start from the beginning? Should I start from now? Should we self-reflect? What do you guys want me to do? What do you guys want to do? Because as most of you know, when it comes to these videos, I usually will get into a much more in-depth conversation in the chat and in the video itself. And I don't really care about opening up about this because this is what I have to do. I've hidden it for too long. Even when I started doing heart-to-hearts a couple of years ago, I still wasn't fully open about everything. And now that I'm medicated, now that I'm going to therapy and all that, yeah, I'm pretty much open to talking about everything. So where we're at right now, been to one court case, going to another court case soon. Still not back at work, probably not going to be back at work until September. Don't know how I'm paying for my lawyer, don't know how I'm paying my mortgage or anything like that, but I'll figure it out. I always have. Maybe I'll sell myself on the fucking corner. I don't know. I changed medications. I was on Cipralex, which is a SSRI. I had erectile and ejaculation dysfunctions on it. So I didn't lose my libido. I still wanted to do things, but I just couldn't. So I got off of those. I'm like, you know what? And when we talk about the beginning, we'll talk about why I couldn't stay on those. But I couldn't accept that. I had to get off of them. So I'm off of them. I'm on Mylan buapropion now. I don't even know. So this stuff is, instead of stopping your serotonin receptors, it's supposed to stop the dopamine receptors in your brain. I'm still on Cipralex right now, actually, because when we did the test to see if it was the Cipralex or if it was me that was causing my problems, I actually spiraled down and I was in depression again, and I had manic episodes again, and basically my BPD fully resurrected in those 2 days. I wasn't to the point where I wanted to kill myself, but I could feel it. So my doctor didn't want me to just stop taking the Cipralex and go on to the Mylan, because it would take weeks for the Mylan to actually start working. And she's like, who knows what's going to happen in those weeks, especially with the Mylan usually will make you agitated, aggressive, and angry for the first few weeks. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So I've been on a manic kick for the last 3 days. I've kind of stopped myself from being around people. I've kind of shut myself down into my house, which is not me. I mean, I yearn for people to be around, which this 2-month period has really been horrible for, because I'm not doing the podcast anymore, and I don't see people ever. I mean, in the 2 months, I may have hung out with somebody, I don't know, 10 times I may have seen people. So it's really, and the people that I've seen I can count probably on one hand, Clyzac, as Nick calls him, Boy Chuck, the punter, the cantankerous cook, and one other person. Oh, and I've seen Mel and Dawn have come by too. So, and Eric. So 8 people have been here in 2 months, and it's really getting to me. I mean, some of them have been here for minutes, some of them have been here for a few hours, some of them have been here for a day. Punter spent the night a few times. So I appreciate the people that actually showed up. And what you notice is, you always find this, and there's always going to be people that say they'll do things. Oh, we're always there for you, blah, blah. It's, as soon as something bad happens, you find out how many people actually are willing to be there. And I found that there's not a lot of people in my life that were actually willing to be there. When I came out and explained what I was going through, there was hundreds of people that were on my Facebook and sending me messages and all that. Oh my God, we're here for you to do. Nothing at all. So I'm at that point. My pills, as I said, are making me angry. I don't have much feeling right now, and I don't have much feeling right now because I still have the serotonin in my brain shut off, and I'm shutting off the dopamine in my brain. So I'm actually surprised I'm talking coherently right now, because I should be zombified, really. It's an intriguing feeling, to be honest with you, knowing that your mind is fucked. Knowing that your mind is fucked and that you need these pills to fix it. I hope these pills work better than the SSRIs, because there's only a few other types of pills I can take before I go into full antipsychotics or full mood stabilizers, which they tried not to put me on right away because they knew that I was kind of I don't take medication much at all, so I am fairly susceptible to certain side effects. That was actually a car. That was a car. That was not a bike. That one was a bike. The last one was a car. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Like I said, I don't know how I'm paying my bills. I'm hoping these pills work. I can drink on these pills, just a very small amount. So I might even start, if these pills work, I might start doing 1 or 2 videos again a week. I still have about 90 to post, so that's there still. Haven't seen my kids yet still. Our last court date was almost 3 weeks ago, and I was told I was going to get to see them through a mental institution in the area, and still haven't heard anything. She's here for court tomorrow for her mandatory information session, and I'm like, well, if I can get somebody here at the house to be here so that I'm not alone with my children, could you drop off my kids and I can see them then at least? I haven't seen them in 2 months. I would love to see my kids. No. Have this stuff out in the garage for me so that I can take it back. Yeah, you know what? No. Fuck you. Until you have a court order, then you don't get anything from me, because I've been as compromising, as amicable, as understanding, and as calm as I could be. And you don't want to talk to me like an adult. You want to send me one message every few weeks and all that. You want to tell me you want to be amicable, but you want to make everything go through the court systems and try and take everything. You want to sit there and tell me that this is all about our kids, yet not let me see my kids, and tell me you're not doing to me what my mother did to all of her men. Well, that is what you're doing. I'm not happy with that. I won't accept that. This has been a long video. I don't even know if any of you guys are watching so far, but Wednesday I go in for my entrance interviews for a bunch of different therapies, for cognitive behavioral therapy, for some group therapies about abuse from when I was a child, some group therapies for BPD, my DBT one. Even though there's a 2-year wait list for DBT, I still have to do my entrance interview now. So I'll do my entrance interview for dialectical behavioral therapy Wednesday, and then 2 years from now, I'll get to do it. Beer news. I am looking for 6 to 12 breweries to do some collab beers with me, and what we're going to do is make some beers and donate $1 from every bottle to donate $1 from every bottle to the Canadian Mental Health Association. Why? Because this 2-year waiting list shit ain't right. Nobody should have to wait 2 years to get the help they need. Nobody should have to lose their family like I did. Nobody should have to feel that they can't get help like I did. And nobody should be scared to go and get help like I was, or scared to talk about it like I was. All this stuff should not happen, yet it happens all the time. So if I can make, a couple $1,000 with these breweries to give towards this, it won't go far, but it's something. It's something to start a spiraling tradition. Maybe I'll keep it going forever. Maybe it'll be every month a new albino Rhino beer comes out from a different brewery with money going to the Canadian Mental Health Association. And I know it's weird. Alcohol is part of mental health. Yeah, but you know what? If this is the contacts I've made, this is the friendships I've made, and this is where I can actually try and do something worthwhile. The beer festival, where the money goes to the Ronald McDonald House. These are the contacts I've made, these are the friendships I've made, and these are the relationships I've made. And this is what I can do to help somebody so that they don't have to go through a lot of different things. I mean, I do the Ronald McDonald House because, one, I love kids, and I don't think any family should go through the heartache that they go through when they're at the Ronald McDonald House and sit there and have to think about paying for the parking at the... Parking shouldn't even exist. I know that it's a fucking way that hospitals make money, but the people that drive me to my hospital things, I might as well have just taxied back and forth, because what I end up paying for parking is disgusting. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I might actually try and wholesale beer festival glassware and shirts just to try and make some of the money towards my lawyer or my mortgage, but we'll see where that goes. Still waiting to find out about my short-term disability from work. Haven't heard from that yet, and yeah, that's 66% of my wage, so at least I get something. But it's from 6 weeks before you were written off. 1 week I was off for sick days the whole time, and it's not going to be a good wage. I took a lot of EOs too, because that's the same time that my wife left without telling me she left yet. Well, my ex-wife left without telling me she left yet. Yeah, long video. It's good to talk, though. So yeah, should we go on to the beginning next time? Should we just do some self-reflection? Do you guys have a topic you want me to talk about? What should we do? Because this will be a ongoing portion of the Albino Rhino beer review. And if you guys don't like that, don't watch the videos or unsubscribe. I'm sorry. It's part of my life, and it's part of my life that I hid for 2 decades, and I'm not going to hide it anymore. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir, a bientôt. See you soon. Bye-bye.